Hey guys, it's Kristen. So today I thought we would do a guided meditation on editing the script. So editing the script is the stories we tell ourselves, things that happen in our childhood, particularly things we learn between the ages of 3 and 7 can be very, excuse me, what's the word? It can be very like things that happen and stories we tell ourselves from our childhood can be very fundamental in how the voice in our head works. So like the tape in our head, the stories we tell ourselves. So if you think back to a time, a relationship that really formed how you deal with other relationships, maybe a first love, a first breakup, or maybe a bully said something to you at a young age and that just stuck with you, like, oh, your nose is funny. Your nose isn't funny. That's just the story they told you to tell yourself. So I thought I would read this excerpt that was in my manual from when I did my Metatron color healing. It's from the book Harps of Gold. It says, the stories that we store in our bodies and by which we are unwittingly live our lives take all kinds of forms. Below the surface events, we make choices all the time, and these choices come mostly from responses to things that happen, which become self-repeating stories and the dominating themes of our lives. So what this meditation does is it takes you back to a story, and we remove the story through a visualization. I realize visualization can be difficult for some people, so just kind of go with it and just listen. Just go through the visualization. If it doesn't take the first time, that doesn't mean that you haven't removed the story. If you don't see anything, if you don't feel anything, if you don't hear anything, just know that the healing is happening, and know that you can listen to this multiple times if you need to remove multiple stories or the same story. It might be so ingrained in you that you just need to listen to it more than once. So what I suggest you do now is pause the video, get some water, get comfortable, maybe get a blanket, lay down if you want. You absolutely do not need to be sitting up for this. Comfort is number one when it comes to this. So whenever you're ready, just pause it, get ready, and then hit play again. Okay, we're gonna spray a little bit of Archangel Michael spray. Just knowing that we're safe and surrounded and protected. Archangel Michael's here to protect us. So just close your eyes and take some nice deep cleansing breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. A few more deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just relaxing deep into your body. At this time I call in 100,000 angels of protection, wisdom, and guidance to surround us at this time. I want you to envision a bronze cord wrapped around your ankles, tethering you deep, deep into Mother Earth, knowing that you are safe and protected, surrounded by angels of protection, our guides, our ancestors, any family and spirit that want to step through and surround us now. Know that you're safe, protected to go on this journey today. At this time, I want you to envision yourself in a big field. This field might have been freshly mowed, so you might smell fresh cut grass. It might be the long flowing grass in the wind. There may be rain. There may be a storm cloud in the distance. It may be a field of wildflowers. Just take note of how you feel. Feeling the warm sun, the breeze. You might hear animals. And as you look up in the distance, you notice a thick forest. So you walk towards that forest. You feel safe, you feel protected to go on this journey at this time. So as you make your way to the forest, just slowly walking towards it, you notice an opening, a pathway. So you decide to take a deep breath and step into that path. This may be a fresh, nicely cleared, neat, tidy path with just some nice crunchy leaves on the floor. It might be a tight, windy path with lots of fallen branches that you need to step over. Just take notes of whatever your path looks like. Just slowly make your way down that path, minding your feet, stepping over any branches, noticing the temperature change, noticing that you are in this deep, thick forest. Just walking along this path, minding your feet, stepping over branches. You hear the crunching of the leaves beneath your feet. You might hear animals. And you just walk up, noticing a clearing ahead. You step up, you walk up, and you enter this clearing, and there's a cabin. It might be a cottage, it might be a log cabin, it might be an old barn. And you just notice the cabin, and standing on the porch is Archangel Michael telling you it's safe and you are protected to step up to this cabin. You notice the yard. It may be well kept. There may be toys. It may be overgrown with bush and look a little dilapidated, or it might be very nice, neat, and tidy. Either way, you walk up to the door. Notice the color of the door. Later you can comment the color in the comments and we can look up the meaning of that color. Archangel Michael wraps his arms around you, telling you that you're safe to step into this cabin, cottage, barn, whatever building it is. So you take one final deep breath in and you open the door. You notice a long hallway, and there's a room at the end of that hallway, so you walk down the hallway. It might be a tight, narrow hallway or a large hallway. It might be hardwood floor or marble or carpet or a beautiful rug runner. You just walk. The door closes quietly behind you, but you feel safe and protected to explore this inside. As you walk by the other rooms, you just notice what look like libraries, different types of libraries, books from floor to ceiling. As you walk to the end, you walk through the doorway and you walk in. To your right, you notice a fire burning beautifully warm and safe and cozy. As you walk in, you then see a podium, and there's already a book pulled out on that podium. So you walk up to the book, and on the front of the cover is your name, your date of birth. This is your story from birth till now. So at this time, you just open the book and you start thumbing through the pages, finding that memory, that event that sticks out in your head. When you get to that page, you don't have to reread that memory. You don't have to relive that memory. You don't have to re-feel any of those feelings that you had in that memory. Just think of it. Think of that page. Turn to it, and you notice there are some scissors. There's an X-Acto knife, or you may feel the urge to just rip it out. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to remove that page of that story. You may want to neatly remove it with an X-Acto knife. You may just rip it out and crumple it up. You may take the scissors and cut it out neatly and fold it up. Whatever feels right to use, what you do. Once you've removed it and folded it or crumpled it, you notice that there are still little pieces of that page in that book. That story will always be part of you, but it is not who you are. It is not part of your story anymore. The little remnants of it are there, but you've removed that story. Now at this time, I want you to take that paper and turn to the fire. Walk over to it, throw that crumpled up ball or that neatly folded piece of paper into the fire, and watch that part of your story go up in flames, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's no longer a part of your story. Did it happen to you? Absolutely. But it is no longer going to dictate your thoughts. You think that part of your story, you think the scars, you think the wounds, the walls that you built around that story to protect yourself, but you no longer need them. You've grown past that part of your story. So now you walk back to the book and you close that book. And you take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm going to spray some white light spray now. And you just feel a cleansing mist fall around you. And when you're ready, you put that book back on the shelf, feeling lighter and brighter. You turn out, watching the last of that page of your story burn up into ashes. You leave that room. You walk back down that hallway feeling lighter and freer. Down the hallway to the door where you open it, and Archangel Michael's standing there waiting for you. Then you take his hand or you hug him and thank him. And you walk back across the clearing to those woods. This time when you step in, you notice the path is clearer and lighter and brighter. You notice the sun, it's slightly warmer to your skin. And you walk back through that path, back to that field, that first original field you were in. The sun is shining brightly. Any storm clouds that were in the distance have dissipated, and you just feel lighter and brighter. Slowly wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, you make your way back into your body. Feel free to sit here as long as you need. Let the energy wash over you. If you'd like, you can open your eyes now, or you can just sit here and let the video play on. If you've fallen asleep, that's okay. You still receive the healing energy. Come back to this meditation as many times as you need. And don't beat yourself up if you feel like that story wasn't received right away, wasn't removed right away. If you didn't see anything, if you didn't feel anything, that's okay. You took a few moments of yourself to be still and take some deep breaths and just be. I hope you have a wonderful day. Come back to this meditation as many times as you like. If you have any questions, if you saw any animals or any symbols or any colors that you need help figuring out the meaning of, please feel free to comment below and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. Hope you have a great day.